friends, welcome to the Point. In this session, we'll be discussing about bad bank. So recently, the Indian Banks Association it has begun identifying bad loans which can be transferred to the center's proposed bad bank. So the Indian Banks Association it has written to the banks asking them for a list of all the bad loans which is worth of rupees 500 crore and above, just to identify a magnitude of the problem and get the clarity over initial capital that is required for the entity. So in the Union Budget, which was announced on Feb 1st, 2021, our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharam, she has proposed setting up of a bad bank during this budget session. So she said that the proposed entity it would take over stressed loans from banks to sell to Alternative Investment Fund. AIF is Alternative Investment Fund. So what is the concept of this bad bank? So a bad bank it is set up to buy the bad loans and other illiquid holdings of another financial institution. So the entity that is holding significant non-performing assets will sell these holdings to the bad bank at the market price. So by transferring such assets to the bad bank, the original institution may clear its balance sheet, although it will still be forced to take all the write-downs. Why it should be concerned about the bad loans? So Indian banks, it is a pile of bad loans we can say. So it is a huge drag on economy of a country. So it drains on the bank's profit. So because profits are eroded, the public sector banks where the bulk of the bad loans reside, it cannot raise enough capital to fund the credit growth of a country. So when there is a lack of credit growth, in turn, it comes in the way of economy's return to an 8% growth trajectory. Therefore, the problem of this bad loan, it requires an effective resolution. So what are the benefits of this bad bank? This helps banks to clear off their balance sheets by transferring the bad loans and focus on its core business lending activities. So the large debtors, they may have many creditors. Therefore, this bad bank, it could solve the coordination problem since debts would be centralized in one agency. So it can also affect speedier settlements with borrowers by cutting out the individual banks. So it can drive a better bargain with the borrowers and it can take more stringent enforcement action against them. So it can raise money from institutional investors rather than looking only to the government. So what are the concerns or demerits of this bad banks? Suppose, let's say for example, a bank sells bad loans. So then it has to take a haircut because when 100 rupees it goes bad, the actual amount that can be expected is lower than rupees 100. That leads to haircut. So when it takes haircut, that will impact the profit and loss. So till that particular aspect is not addressed, creating a new structure may not be as potent in addressing the problem. So for this, the KV committee, so the committee has said the companies in this sector such as a retail trade, wholesale trade, roads and textiles, they are facing stress. And the sectors that have been under stress pre-COVID includes NBFCs, power, steel, real estate and construction. So setting up a bad bank is seen as a crucial against this backdrop. So this is all about bad bank. So for prelims point of view, they may ask a question like, what is an asset reconstruction company? What is a bad bank? Who can set up a bad bank in India? What are stressed assets? And what are the non-performing assets? So these are the possible questions, or from this topic they may ask a particular question. And for mains, there may be a question like, discuss the merits and demerits of setting up of bad banks. So this is all about bad banks. See you in the next session. Thank you.